Yeah, thank you for joining us. Forget the Dally M's. This is the only awards you'll want to watch this year. It's a tribute to the good, bad and ugly of season 2025. We've got it all. The Ricky Stewart Award for the weak gutted dog moment of the year. The Oshay Olay Award for the regret what you said moment of the year. God bless you, Peter V'landys. And the Gordon Tallis Award for the player who most wanted out of their club. We've got it all. Let's get into it.
That's one of the best tries of all time.
Blowing up.
Just give it a little drink.
Now, this award is named after Ivan Cleary, the famous quote at the West Tigers, "You're either on the bus or you're off the bus." Well, he was well and truly off the bus. This is the 2025 off the bus moment of the year. And the winner for 2025 from the Manly Sea Eagles, Daly Cherry Evans, for going on 100% footy earlier in the year to declare he will be leaving Manly at the end of the season.
So I'm not looking to engage in any chats anytime soon. I'm hoping by coming out and saying this, everyone can understand like the full focus is on Manly and charging towards the finals this year. So we're a long way off a final series, but I obviously have a lot of belief in the club and the team. So the whole focus is going to be there. And then if I do feel like I've got more in me to keep playing on, I think when the time's right later in the year, I'll engage those conversations. But at the moment, it's very much up in the air for sure.
Yeah, take your time, Daly. We've only been waiting 24 weeks to find out. This next award is the Arizona Award for the worst cover-up attempt of the year. If you remember all those years ago, South Sydney pre-season camp in the US, John Sutton ended up behind bars. Shane Richardson at the time, a huge kerfuffle over whether or not the South Sydney Rabbitohs tried to cover up that saga. This one, the 2025 winner for the worst cover-up attempt of the year, it goes to Tony Mestrov, the Sea Eagles CEO, for making an offer to NRL 360 producers live on air to try and entice Daly Cherry Evans to stay at the club. This next award might get me into a little bit of trouble if I'm stuck in a dark alley with him in London later in the year. It's the Gordon Tallis Award for the player who most wanted out of their club. It's a hot field. Bailey Simonson, Francis Molo, both honourable mentions, but the winner, none other than Lachlan Galvin. Galvin, obviously the biggest story of the year, controversially walking out on the West Tigers, informing them that he didn't want to be at the club going forward, ended up with him leaving mid-season to join the Bulldogs.
It wasn't coaching, it was more just developing, and that was all on me. I just felt like to improve myself, I wanted a change and a move, and it wasn't because of Benji, it wasn't because of Richo or none of that. It was nothing because of them, it was because I just felt a change would get me out of my comfort zone, would probably be best thing for me. And I'm not usually the kid that would really want to do that. I think I like staying around, and I've got some of my best mates at the Tigers, and for me to develop as a player, I think moving and meeting new people and understanding new systems, that was probably the best thing for my rugby league career.
And every good walkout needs a good player agent. This next award is named after Isaac Moses. The Isaac Moses Award for the most controversial clause in a contract. It's following a similar trend here. The West Tigers, the winner of this. It goes to Jerome Luai. Signed a 5-year deal, the club announcing that in a press release. It turns out, however, it's a 2-year deal with player options after that. Jerome Luai's future remains a topic of conjecture. I love this next award. It was one of my favourite moments in rugby league a few years back. Peter V'landys on stage referring to Josh Aloiai as Oshay Olay. This one, the Oshay Olay Award for the regret what you said moment of the year. And the winner is the outgoing Newcastle Knights coach, Adam O'Brien, for attacking his own fans.
It's disappointing. Yeah, it's really disappointing to people to even, I know the scoreline's not what they want, but to boo the effort that went into that first half from a really young team. The people that booed don't know anything about rugby league.
Yeah, good on Adam O'Brien. Came out and issued an apology to the fans the very next day. One guy who won't issue an apology is the great Ricky Stewart. This next award named in honour of him. It's the weak gutted dog moment of the year. The Ricky Stewart Award for 2025. It goes to the entire Queensland Origin team for not kicking the ball to Spencer Leniu. He was filthy, Big Spencer. He wanted to run it. He wanted to get back into those Queenslanders. And that was a weak gutted dog moment.
Well, Spencer has just realised Queensland aren't going to kick to him from the restart. They're going to the opposite side.
And he's blowing up.
Get ready. Here comes Spencer.
Those bloody Queenslanders. Another one named in honour of the mighty Maroons, the Cooper Cronk Award for the every sinew in my body coming together in one perfect whole moment of the year. You can't go past Sydney Roosters winger Mark Nwanganitawaze for that try against the Bulldogs earlier in the year.
Centre of the 30-metre line, played by Nafahu White. Radley, Savala, Tedesco. Cut out Toya. Went to Nwanganitawase, who tiptoes down the wing and kicks ahead and regathers to score a miracle try. Did it hit the line?
I thought it landed out.
Did the ball hit the line? Or is this a candidate for try of the year?
No way. No way. What about this?
Mate,
No.
it's try of the decade.
No way.
That is beyond freakish.
He hops to keep his foot. Oh! What a play.
That's one of the best tries of all time.
Ever.
Let's stick with the Queensland theme, the Allan Langer Award for the best comeback story of the year. Now, last year, Angus Crichton won this award for his heroics returning from a number of personal issues. This year, no, it ain't my hair. This year, the winner of the best comeback story of the year, Gemmet Shibasaki, making his way back from reserve grade all the way through to Queensland origin.
And now the bolter. Gemmet Shibasaki's first touch in a Queensland jersey. Now Munster out in front. Shibasaki gives it to Coates. Queensland again to open the try scoring. Young Edwards first receiver, clearing out wider. The ball goes behind. It's taken by Lomax. They all stopped. And the ball's been knocked out. And Queensland have got it back. On tackle number 4, the Blues have turned it over.
Enough of you Queenslanders. Let's get some New South Wales blood into this one. The Geoff Toovey Award for the There Needs to Be an Investigation moment of the year. I was there at that press conference. What a moment it was. The winner of 2025 goes to a future Knight, a current Eel, Dylan Brown, signing a 10-year, $13 million deal to join the Knights next season.
What were your initial thoughts when you saw this?
I nearly fell over when the initial contract was put up there. But the more I thought of it, is there's no halfbacks around. So I understand, is he worth that money? No, not as a 5'8", but they've bought him as a halfback. And they've gone chips all in. This is a huge gamble because he's untried at number 7.
Yeah, it's a story to watch out for to start next year. Speaking of starting the year, this story was a huge one to open the 2025 season. It gets us to the Jamie Goddard Award for the best involvement in the melee. Last year, the winner was Hamole Olakawatu for joining a fight in Origin from the bench. Some of your best work there, Hamole. This year's winner, though, it's a duo from the Canberra Raiders. The baseball bat fiasco in Las Vegas, Hudson Young and Morgan Smithies doing the walk of shame the next morning, fronting the cameras to explain what the hell happened.
Half myself for the actions on Thursday night. Obviously not good enough to the club, to the sponsors, to the members, everyone that's travelled over here, and importantly to the NRL as well. Invest so much time and effort into this game, and it's such a great space to be a part of here in Vegas.
We apologise, and we're just looking to move on and focus on this week. Obviously it's a massive week, so yeah, we're just wanting to put it to bed really.
Yeah, congratulations, boys, on that award. I do have to give a shout out, though, to an honourable mention here. It is Jai Arrow up against the Bulldogs fans earlier in the season. Well done, Jai. He took them on, but unfortunately not enough to get the award. Now, speaking of Bulldogs fans, it leads us into the Michael Ennis Award for the best crowd taunt of the year. Now, this one in honour of Ennis doing the Viking clap to Canberra fans all those years ago. It gives me great pleasure to hand the award to the West Tigers, Samuela Fainu, for the chord to the Doggies fans.
They go short. Luai holds it up, gives it on the left-hand side. Fainu! Samuela Fainu scores the try.
What a week to be alive. The favourite week of my rugby league journalism career, explaining to people the origins of a chord. Anyway, let's move on to off the field. This is the Kevin Proctor Mango Ice Award, named in honour of the most controversial social media post of the year. It's a hot field. Reece Walsh had a late run to this, Marty Tapau. There's been a number of people putting their hand up for the Kevin Proctor Mango Ice Award. It's not Jerome Luai this year, it's Sunia Taruva for his post about Lachlan Galvin with Shane McMahon's money talks in the background, taking a crack at his former teammate. It ignited the rugby league world and was at the heart of a legal claim around bullying for the West Tigers. Yeah, one bloke who knows a social media storm all too well. He's actually a Hall of Shamer, recently inducted into that Hall of Shame. It is Todd Carney. This next award named in honour of him. The WTF moment of the year. Reece Plumbing. What was Reece Walsh thinking? The Broncos had to put out a press release after he encouraged people to hydrate by drinking from a toilet.
You just toilet water. Just give it a little drink.
This wouldn't be a Channel 9 Awards without mentioning my dear friend Gus. The Phil Gould Award for the no moment of the year. It goes to Corey Bocking from the Penrith Panthers, the trainer accidentally running in front of Jaden Campbell as he lined up that conversion a few weeks back.
One bad defensive lapse.
The trainer's just run straight in front of Jaden Campbell.
Well, that is disgraceful. That is disgraceful. You can't make that mistake.
Speaking of controversy, no one knew it more than this bloke. The Anthony Mundine Award for the most controversial quote of the year. The winner for 2025, Philip Ronald Gould.
I haven't met Lachlan Galvin.
Yeah.
I haven't met Lachlan Galvin. Okay. Mind your words, son.
Well, that's the final award for the season. The after party to come, exclusive event. I'm sure if Gus has anything to do with the guest list, I will not be on it. Make sure you read the story, the full edition of the awards on the Sydney Morning Herald website. Leave some comments. We might have left something out. Let us know your thoughts.